All right, folks, welcome back. Well, as you can see here, Melissa clearly left Jamaica completely ravaged, and the recovery phase is just now beginning. A group of first responders from Operation Blessings Global Disaster Response Team has traveled to Montego Bay, Jamaica, and will begin relief efforts today. The senior director of this team is Diego Traverso. He joins us now live from Ground Zero, Montego Bay. Diego, thank you for taking some time out to be with us here. I know you're going to really hit the ground running, as you've probably got a very busy day ahead of you. Real quick, my first question, has your team assessed the damage there already? And is it what you were expecting? Do the pictures and video do it justice? Or when you get there, is it just beyond measure?
And Nick, thank you for having us. We got here 48 hours ago, and we start traveling to Montego Bay. You know, we are here setting up this base of operation, and we started actually yesterday prepping meals and distributing them. We were like in midnight last night, getting hundreds of meals to the streets, lines of people still looking for gas, and we were just feeding them, giving them water. I'm not kidding, but in 5 minutes, we distribute a truckload of water. People is desperate. They don't have water, they don't have power, they don't have food. So for me, I've been in this for like 15 years already, multiple disasters all over. And this is one of the worst ones. I think desperation is gonna take place, and that's why we are here. We wanna avoid that crisis that is coming. But I think is answering your question, it is worse that we expected. For sure.
Wow, that's incredible, because the videos that we've been seeing are just unimaginable. How do you even begin? I mean, you get there, and where do you start? How do you organize things in your mind? And do you start with food and water, or supplies, or a combination of the two? How do you typically play it?
Yeah, it's the question of the day. Everyone is asking us for answers. You know, it's like they want guidance. They want to understand how we can start with this. So we try to get to ground zero as soon as possible. That's our first priority. And we don't show up empty-handed. So we show up with water filtration, family units, with solar lamps. We start distributing a couple thousand the first night, because people was like, no power, no energy. Yeah. It's like a solar lamp saved the night. No kidding. I mean, it's a big deal. So right now, we're setting up in this church. As you see behind me, we have water. We have a kitchen that is going to be mass producing food, 5,000 meals. We have another kitchen just 3 miles from here that we started up already. And we're trying to escalate that food so we can ramp it up to 5,000 meals also there. So we're trying to do as much as we can without power, without electricity, as I said, without water, without internet. Thanks God, now we got a Starlink here, and it's like working really well, as you see on the video. So it's one step at a time, and also trying to deal with the stress of the local people, trying to help them out so they can be stable, so they can volunteer with us too, you know, because that's important that we involve the community, because at the end of the day, we are not going to be here forever, and they have to. We want to empower them so they can take it over and be like taking it from here. We will set them up for success for the future, and try to keep supporting, you know, from the distance at some point, because as I said, we're not going to be here forever.
Yeah, just setting the community up for success, right? I have a million questions. Gosh, I mean, let me ask you this: what kind of experts are included in Operation Blessings response here, and maybe how long do you expect to be in Jamaica?
The first team arrived with me is 10 different experts, from doctor, medical supplies, to 2 doctors, medical. And I have 2 water engineers. I have logistic, food and shelter expert, 2 chefs, and myself. So it's a team of 10. And then the next day, yesterday, actually, another team arrived of 6 of them that is reinforcing, you know, the logistic, because we're trying to centralize donations and GIK and all that in Miami, so we can ship it all the way here. So we're partnering also with many other nonprofits and trying to join forces. As we speak, our doctor team is on the chopper in an helicopter, getting to really isolated places to bring medical attention and medicines there. So we're doing a little bit of everything, but our focus for the first week is going to be food, water, and medical. And this is the question, is tough to say it because we have to depend on the donations to be on the ground. So we're trying to go for 3 to 6 months. That's my first impression here. But we don't know, really. We don't know. Our commitment for now is going to be a midterm, 3 to 6 months. But it all depends on how much money we can raise. Every single penny that we raise is coming to Jamaica, by the way. So we are here committed for now.
So let me ask you this. I would imagine the community is probably trying to rally together. You're going to be there for 3 to 6 months. You've done this type of relief work before. You mentioned right off the bat that desperation starts to set in.
Yeah.
What does that mean, and what could that look like moving forward? And are you trying to curtail that?
Yeah, we are trying to avoid that. So that's why we are rushing the aid for the urgent need of water and food, so people don't get in desperation. You have a little baby, you don't have water, you don't have power, you don't have food on the table, you're going to get desperate. Yeah. You're going to start looting maybe. You're going to start trying to see options, that are, I'll do whatever it takes to feed my baby if I'm in this situation. So I kind of understand. In the past, we were in Nepal during the earthquake, and they stopped our trucks in the highway. A mob of 300 hungry Nepalese, and I have to negotiate with them, and we ended up giving them a truckload of rice so we can continue to the ground zero with that aid. In Haiti, similar situation. So we want to really avoid that. We're working with the local government. Right behind me or in front of me, I have a police patrol, 5 policemen stationed with me all the time, because we want to avoid that. And we're not denying the aid, the help to anyone. So as we keep escalating this, we want to do more and more and more so we can avoid this. In the region that we are right now, surrounded, there is many communities around me, many. So I'm talking about that urban area of 300,000 people that are in their need right now.
Yeah. So as we go through this B-roll and we see all that horrible devastation, there is video, and it looks like you're leading some sort of prayer. Looks like some of you guys were okay. Let me ask you this. You're called Operation Blessing. Does faith play a part in your operation and what you do there with some of the people?
From the start to end, I can't deny my faith. That's who we are. We are here representing the community, the church, the faith base that we are. And we cannot open up the day without prayer, without Jesus, God in front of us. We need miracles, and that's what we are seeing every day. Yesterday, I was telling my boss on the phone yesterday that I was like, I have no disposables for feeding people. And then I was walking out of the shop, the store that we're buying food from, and one guy just across in front of me, and I was chatting with him a little bit. His wife is Chilean. I'm from Chile, by the way. And I'm like, wow, whatever. And he's like, hey, how can I help you? And I'm like, oh, I'm looking for disposables. And he's like, oh, I have a warehouse full of disposables because I'm the only supplier here. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that's another miracle. Miracles like this that made your day and help you, to just keep going. And it's simple things that you can take it as granted, probably. Like, oh, that's not a miracle. Come on, that's a coincidence. For me, it's a huge miracle because I was like in desperate need, asking to God. It's like, I need disposable so I can feed the people, have a little thing to provide the food to them. So, we're seeing this every day, how God provision is upon this, and he's opening doors, for us to help his children that are in their need.
Well, listen, your operation is called Operation Blessing, and you and your team are truly a blessing to every single person on that island. Thank you for your efforts and what you're doing. And gosh, you're truly doing the Lord's work. So we wish you all the best. Senior Director of Global Disaster Response at Operation Blessing, Diego Traverso, thank you for chatting with us.
Thank you, sir.